When people get married, on average, they get no happier. So if you get married, and then I look at you 10 years later, on average, you're going to be exactly as you are now. Now, how does that average work out? Well, in lots of different directions, because I'm putting everybody together now. We've got these amazing data sets from Germany, for example, where we track people for so many years that we know what they were like before they even met their partner, much less married them. And so we see how happy they are and we see how it changes over time. And so, for example, couples who get divorced, their happiest year was the year before their marriage. So they met their partner, they got happier, and then they already started going downhill before they even got married. Couples who are going to stay together, their happiest year is the marriage year itself, not the year before it. So that's a good sign. If you're happier when you're walking down the aisle than you were last year, this marriage has a much better chance of lasting. Now, if you look at those marriages, the ones who last, they go in three directions. You've got the really bad ones where they stay together for economic or religious or whatever reasons. They're miserable. They don't like each other and they're way less happy than before they met. Thankfully, they're relatively rare. If we look at the ones who are average, they're a little bit happier. These are among couples who stay together. They're a little bit happier for the first few years of their marriage than they were before they met. And then they slowly settle down to about where they were. So it's not plus or minus. It's basically where they were. If you look at the really lucky folks, they get happier every single year for almost 10 years. So the year of their marriage was happier than before they met, and the next year's happier still, and it just keeps working its way up. And so when you average all that together, getting married doesn't make you happy. It's a zero. So how could it be that marriage is a zero? And I think the answer to that question is that people who don't marry, it's not the fact that they didn't marry that's the problem. It's that they're overweighting autonomy. And overweighting it is probably what they're doing everywhere else in their life as well. So when they're making decisions about what to do with their friends, about whether they live with somebody else or live alone, all those decisions, they keep going with autonomy rather than going with connection. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be unhappy, but on average, it means that they're about half as likely to be very happy as somebody who would go and get married.